Hello everybody, welcome to Informatica support videos. I am Ravi Singh from MDM RE support team. As part of this presentation, we will be going through a demo which will configure an HTTP based search client in IIR. Quite often we run into requirements where we need to have a browser based search client which we can present to customer in a really quick fashion. An HTTP based search client is the best solution we have available, which takes a couple of steps to configure, but it's good enough, user friendly, and it's browser based. Agenda we have today, we will be going through prerequisites. I'll be describing a high level steps to configure HTTP search client, and we'll be going through a running demo. So prerequisite is nothing but you should have IIR installed and you should have a system loaded with one or more indexes, and you can verify whether you can perform search using console based search client, and that's pretty much all. We are ready to configure our HTTP based search client, which we can open from any browser. So high level steps, we need to configure dictionary alias. That's a prerequisite for custom mode of configuration, HTTP based search client configuration. We need to configure htserv.ini file and place it over Informatica home bin directory. We need to enable HTTP search server, and we are ready to execute searches. So without wasting any more time, let's go into demo. So as you can see, I have a system loaded where I can perform basic searches, and I'll be using the exact same system to show you HTTP based search client. So the very first step of configuration is to configure dictionary alias, and you can configure by pointing to ssadb.dic directory, and now this file we will be placing under bin directory, and as you can see, I have configured RB1 dictionary alias for our target schema. We'll be using this to connect to rule base. Now second step to configure HTTP based search client is to configure htserv.ini file. Make a copy of htserv.ini.org file, and that's what you get by default. We'll be using the custom mode. There are two modes which you can use. The more easier mode would have been the generic mode, and there you need to provide rule based server and different searches, and it's kind of pretty much open. All systems which are available in a particular rule base and all searches available in those systems, they are all open. Instead of that, you can choose to configure a custom mode, and in custom mode you can actually have more restrictions on what are searches you want to expose. So the first step of configuration is to put a tag called profile, and inside that tag we will be putting rules. So let's say as part of this rule I want to expose a single search, so I'll name it as just one search, and we need to provide rule base, as I said, using a dictionary alias. We need to provide a system name on which on which we are exposing search, and we need to provide a tag called searches, and there we need to provide the search list which to expose. Now this is search list. I have a search name hyphen search, and I will be using a SDF view. Now you can use different views whoso are available in your SDF, and that's pretty much all from htserv configuration perspective. So I'll save this file. I'll make sure my IDS, I'll bounce the IDS server, but before that let's configure our file for environment variable. So I'll enable the HTTP server. By default we enable into this, so I'll enable HTTP server in your mdm res.bat file. I'm pointing it to 1672. I'll restart our IIR server so that these changes can take effect, and we are almost ready. Now our server is down. I'm bringing that up. Now our server seems to be up. Let's just scan through IDS.dbg so that we do not run into error. We can ignore these options for security search server. And now hopefully when we try from a browser, we can connect to our search server. So I'll go to a browser, type localhost :1672. That's our search server is pointing. Somehow it's not working right now. Let's see. Looks like I missed HTTP. Okay, so if I press that, I get this. You can see I got one profile. You can have more than one profiles, and this is your search list. And if you say next, oops. Okay, so looks like we haven't saved this file. That is creating a problem. Let's put this entry back and make sure we save this file and restart our IIR server. Okay, now our server is up. Let's make sure our HTTP server is up and running. So we'll log into this. Get the server status. Okay, now you can see HTTP server is running on 1672. So I'm hopeful that when we launch searches this time, we can get proper result. Yes, so it looks like we're fine now. So I'll execute the same search. I'll get my results back. Again, this is the view which you have selected. You can change your search width, make it typical, conservative, submit the search. Well, you don't get anything in conservative, and that's fine. So these are default views. Couple of options available. Mainly this is your page width. Number of items per page. You're getting 175 results, and these fields are based on your search definition. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this demo, and we will be happy to hear back from you. You can send a mail to supportvideos@informatica.com or give a response to https://twitter.com/infosupport. With this information, I'm signing off right now. Thanks for your time. Have a good day.